Hi, Remix.
Hey, how are you?
Thanks for helping my project.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Could you say a little bit about yourself?
About myself. Okay, so I'm a street artist. I've been doing street art since I was 14 years old. Right now I'm 34. So I've been doing this for a long period of my life. I have painted murals. I'm fortunate enough to have done this in many other cities, in many other countries. Place where you can find murals of mine, it is in places such as New York, in San Francisco, in Berlin, in Paris, and of course, lots of them in Mexico City and many other cities as well.
And in fact, we're standing in front of a piece you did 5 years ago.
Yeah, this is one of mine that I did a long time ago. Well, 5 years ago, it's lots of time. It's still here, still alive.
And not only do you do great art, but you also help other people experience too. Like these, like my wife and my son down there is learning what it's like to hold a paint can, how to spray paint.
Yeah. That's what I also like to teach. There are these experiences that I do that I bring people to come and paint, sometimes with me on real murals, and some other times for them just to do whatever they want.
And I was looking at your Instagram, and you have a very interesting tagline. Can you tell us what it says?
Of course. Let's wait for the bus to go. Okay, so I want to be the first man. The first man to... come on, dude. The first man to paint a mural in space. That's why I'm going to be.
The first man to paint a mural in space.
Yeah.
Like, do you have any idea on what you might paint?
I have an idea. Well, I have like an idea for the theme. I think it's something that, of course, definitely has to bring hope for humanity, for them to be a source of inspiration, so they can know that they can fulfill any dream they have on their minds, that they should never give up. They should just keep going on until they improve so much that they can succeed in anything they want to. So yeah, I'll find out eventually what's gonna be the icons I'm gonna be painting.
And it must be challenging, you know, here in Mexico City, you know the people here and what means what to them, like their language, their if they see something, what did it mean to them? But whenever you're doing something in space that potentially would be seen by the entire world,
universal.
You know, there's some symbols in one culture that means something very good, but in another culture maybe it means something completely different and bad. How do you handle stuff like that?
You're totally right, but at the end of the day, I know that there are some particular things that every single human being, it's something that is important for them, such as, for example, the need to feel validated or loved. Stuff like that is something that in any culture you can find it, you know, or the need to have a purpose in life. Those type of things is a universal thing. So eventually, I think I'll be able to solve it.
That'd be great. Yeah. So I guess first of all, do you know the last time we sent people to the moon?
Yes, because I'm a cheater and you just told me so. It was in 1972, right?
Yes, exactly.
So I'm a cheater, I must admit it.
Yeah. He has a good memory. I told him that about an hour ago. So.
But before that, I didn't know. I thought that it was maybe like on the 85 or something. But yeah, nice to know that it was long time ago. 50 years maybe?
Yeah, nearly. Yeah, next year it'll be 50 years.
Whoa.
I know.
We need more people there.
More people.
Painting murals.
More. Exactly. And did you know that we're planning to send people back to the moon?
Well, yeah, of course. Nowadays, I know, well, from all the breaks that I've been reading, I know that they are going to send more people over there. I don't know if it's going to be to do research or...
That's the plan.
Tourism. Well, I don't know. I don't really know the reason, but yeah.
But what do you think about sending people to the moon?
That's old school. No, I think that's really cool. That's really cool because it made me thought like, why haven't they sent more people ever since? Like, what's been the reasons behind all of this? Maybe nowadays it's gonna be once again to bring more hope to humanity. Like, oh yeah, let's once again focus on amazing things that we can achieve. You know, right now what I've read is like there are some people that say like, no, we should focus first on the Earth problems that we have. But actually, when you start dreaming big, you can start solving also stuff that you have inside you. You know, on the your interior. If what we mean, like, if humanity is dreaming outside of the world, maybe once that we start solving also all of that, we can go back and take a look at who we are and no one can solve things that it's going on Earth right now.
Yeah, you were mentioning, what's your goal? What would be a challenge for you? And you were saying that, you're already like a well-known artist around the world. You could go to Paris or to, Berlin or London or New York and paint.
Yes.
And so you're like, I need something to challenge myself.
Yeah.
And so you're like, I want to go further. I want to do something out of this world.
Indeed. So, well, the reason why I had this idea of doing that is because I always like to push people to achieve their goals. Sometimes these goals that people say like, no, I'm too afraid of doing this. I'm like, no, bro, you can do it. If I'm able to go and paint in other countries, to do murals, to have a successful life as an artist, you can do anything you want. But then I thought, but actually, do I push myself towards goals that I think that are challenging? And I said, like, actually, I don't. Like, it's pretty easy for me just to go and get a mural in the United States, to paint a mural in Paris, to paint a mural here and there. And I said, what would be a real challenge, for myself? And I started thinking and said, whoa, doing a mural in space, that thing is like so big. That is a challenge for me. So then I said, okay, push yourself towards that. So do the things you actually tell other people they should do. So be, responsible with that. Be honorable with that. Like, that you cannot go around the world saying like, oh, you should behave like this when you are not doing that the same, right? You're not setting the example. So yeah, that's what I said that.
That sounds good. Now, there are some people, like you're saying about we should fix the problems here on Earth. We do have people that are hungry in the world and climate change and these types of things. How do you like balance those two things? Like trying to go further and, push humanity, but at the same time, keep an eye on people who might need a little extra help.
Nice. Great question. Well, if you come to think of it, every single time humankind gives this like leap of faith towards finding towards discovering new places, or not only discovering places such as when Columbus arrived here on America, but also when they say like, okay, what would happen if we start thinking about, for example, like people like Newton or like Einstein, when they start doing those research, of course, all of those discoveries evolve into new technology, and all of those scientific things where the meaning of those, well, their final result is that humanity improved in so many ways. If you come to think of it, there is less people dying of hunger as it used to be 200 years ago. So at the end of the day, technology and science and all of these things that we are doing, it helps us improving on our inner world, on other places in so many ways. For example, nowadays we can just communicate with other people from different parts of the world in just like at that exact moment.
Right.
Like even though we're like miles away. Also, as I said, for example, maybe many years ago, if we didn't have all of these science, vaccines wouldn't have been invented, and many kids would be dying like super easily because of polio and I don't know the name of those diseases in English, but those type of things, So at the end of the day, it's something that actually helps us. It's like a good benefit for us. I don't think they are in like struggling against each other. That thing, like all of those technology and science improvements, they also help us. It benefits humanity at the end of the day in so many ways.
And if it was safe and affordable, would you take a trip to space?
Safe and affordable. Well, what thing on earth is safe and affordable 100%? Anything could be dangerous and maybe not affordable, but who cares? You have just to take the risk always. So if it is safe and affordable, it's cool. Maybe it's not 100%, but I don't care. I don't mind about it. I would take the risk. If someone says like, okay, dude, it's gonna be super risky, the chances of you dying while painting there on space is like maybe 80%. I would be like, oh hell, but I will still do it.
Okay. Yeah, because a lot of street artists do really tall stuff.
Well, yeah, with the risky things
pickers, already. Maybe dangling over the side in ropes or on scaffolding.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
So it's something that I wish it was not like that, but sometimes doing things that way, taking the risky choices, it is what makes you improve so much and releases you, liberates you, leads you to freedom in many things. It's not only physical things. Sometimes, let's say when you have to, it's something that might not be, how do I say it? Might not make sense right now, but I'm gonna explain it. For example, let's say that you have that you have had an argument with someone of your family that you love a lot and you haven't seen them for years, but there is a pride, right? If you are taking the risk of saying like, okay, maybe it was not my fault, but I will just approach that person because I miss him or her so much. So it's risky. But what if everything goes amazingly well? You're gonna be free from all of that pain of being like, oh, I miss this person so much. So doing those leaps of faith in every single thing you have in life that you're really afraid of, it leads you to freedom. Always. So I'm willing to do it.
I like it. I really appreciate your time. Is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah. If you know someone interested on taking humankind art to the next level, sending a street artist to space, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram or my website. It is RemixUno. RemixUno. UNO. Yeah.
RemixUno. I'll make sure that I put that on there. Okay. Bye.
Bye.